I get in the shower, but first I find a crack, a Coke can that I was smoking crack out of for a week. I scraped the inside of the can. I had this pile. I took a hit and it was full, just gnarly, right?
Good, yeah.
Gnarly.
I remember those ones.
Yeah.
The scrape is good.
Yeah. And so I'm just paranoid and I'm like, it's 6:45. It's 7:15. I'm like, I got to get in the shower. I got to go. I got to be there at 7:45. So 7:30, I jump in the shower. My heart's jumping out of my chest. I'm like, please don't die. Please don't die. And the shower, the shower doors that are smoky, like I'm seeing people coming through it. And I could hear, I called a cab before I got in the shower. So I hear him out front through the window of the bathroom all the way over the house honking, but he's not actually honking. You know what I mean? That whole thing. So I got 2 cigarettes left. I put them behind my ear. My jaw is going. I show up. I come walking up to Chris McMillan's salon. And the manager's tatted head to toe, and he's sober, and Chris is sober. I come walking up, and they just start laughing at me. It was a 4-month run. They're like, where the fuck's the rest of you?
Wow.
They're like, dude, when was the last time you ate? And I was like, they're like, get him a breakfast burrito quick. And then Chris is like, when was the last time you took a hit? Thinking that I was going to say like a couple days ago. I looked at my watch. I was like 7 minutes ago. What? I'm trying to make $1 billion and then shave my head like you and grow the beard super long and just be off the grid. Move to Costa Rica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Only thing you got to bring the mic closer to you.
Like, do they sponsor?
Yeah, so we're working with Rain. So those guys in Monster. So Greg over there is.
Is that better?
Yeah, perfect. Cool. We're good.
Hell was going on?
Does
in
this
my
go
headphone?
up?
Yes.
Oh yeah, push it up, bro.
Right here.
There's 3 levers there.
There you go. Nice work. That's good.
Shane.
Yeah.
We started.
Did we?
Yeah, and you're just getting up and like fucking doing whatever.
Do you guys have another podcast after me?
No.
Oh, nice. All right.
I was just just in my own little world there, Chaddick.
I know. I don't know how it is. We haven't been podcasting that much because we're so far ahead.
Right.
He's a little out of sync.
I'm a little off. No,
Started last night. Last night. You
Yeah,
were just,
weird, right?
Not even here.
I know.
God damn.
God
What
damn.
happened last night?
So we do a Zoom meeting every Tuesday night for recovery. People in recovery, family members of people in recovery, people who have lost loved ones. Just anybody can join. Anybody that has pain can come and join our podcast or our Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And it was just like really weird. Like we hadn't done it before ever.
It was a weird night, and then I, maybe said something inappropriate, I think.
Yeah, you did.
It didn't seem like it at the time because I meant an AA related, and then it just went into something wrong, different.
Did anybody catch on to it?
I don't know. No one said anything.
The guest.
No one
Really?
left.
Yeah, our guest was
No one left. Only 6 people left.
our guest. Because what's weird about our meeting is it's like, I think last night was like 95% women.
Yeah.
There was no men. And it's not like, it's like women in recovery, parents, stuff like that. And I
made up for it with a prayer.
Yes, you did. I was thinking that
At
this
the end,
morning.
you said a prayer?
Yeah,
yes, he did.
It was a good
Hail
one, too.
Mary, dude.
It was a good one, too.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what happened.
Yeah.
We had a veteran in here. He was sitting in your seat. And like people were saying, typing on the little thing, thank you for your service. And he's like, he's not in anymore, but he still services
women.
Oh my God.
And the funny part is like, had he said this to the guy pre-girlfriend, he would have had a totally different reaction. But now that he's got the girlfriend, and Luke, I'm calling you out right now on this podcast.
That's
so hopefully
right.
he'll watch it.
That's right. That's funny. Wow.
He was like, He was like, nope, I'm not servicing
women
anymore.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
It was a faux pas.
Awkward.
Faux pas.
It was really awkward.
Awkward.
I didn't even want to look at all the women on the screen
neither
after
did I.
Shane said it because I was like, that was so
and I was
bad.
just looking this way the whole way. I didn't look back once. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's live. That's Zoom.
It was
live,
live.
yeah.
Live,
No
live,
edit.
live, yeah.
Oh,
Wow. It was
Shane.
good. Morning.
Morning.
You gonna
Great
do-
fucking day.
You going to do the intro?
Yeah, let's go. Cue it, buddy.
All right, cue
Cue
the
it. Let's
intro.
go.
Ready?
There we go. It's kind of like Friends.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is.
Yeah.
A little more energy. It's more like friends
little-
that surf.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. That's the intro. I guess we're keeping it.
Yeah, I like it.
We gotta get I gotta get a better thing. I get something. I'm gonna figure something out.
I got mine down.
Yeah, you got yours down.
was-
As nerdy as it is, you got it down.
It doesn't
bro.
matter.
No,
It's
it doesn't.
so good.
What is it? Let's hear it.
He did it.
I
That was
just,
him.
it's right there.
That was him dancing with this little smile going there.
Yeah, you have to smile and everything.
good.
Make it awkward for everybody.
Do you dance the same way when you're at a
Oh,
club?
probably. Yeah. I mean, I was, how was it? We just leaned back. I was listening to what's his name, Fat Joe, this morning. I lean back.
Lean back.
Yeah, that's about it.
Can you cue the air
conditioning?
conditioner?
I turned it
All of
on.
a sudden, it got hot.
I turned it on
When
right now.
you did, is it working? Can you feel it?
Could be my career.
What is it?
Put it down to 67 from 71. It's at 75 or something. But yeah, it's a little hot in here.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here.
So take
off all your clothes.
Will you go stand over there and see if it actually went on? Because we've been having problems with it.
Yeah, serious mental problems.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on.
Don't cut the air.
Nice. Good.
Problems.
Yeah, it'll cool down quickly.
Real quick. Because these seats are hot.
It's a hot seat.
Hot seat. Definite sweat happening.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, and we got some cool products
Yeah,
going on.
I smell
right
great. All I can smell is coconut.
Yes, it's the Surf Wax Sex Wax scent.
Yeah.
That was my favorite scent as a child when I was surfing. So I was like, I'll throw it in my hair products. But 19 years sober, clean and sober, from the grace of God. And I was hooked on crack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 19 years ago, it was bad. It was real bad. I was hitting 9-1, and I had my finger on 1 to take a hit. And I'd smoke like about $500 a night, and it got really bad, and I couldn't stop. And I was going to die. I knew I was going to die. And so I asked for help, and I got sober. And it started with normal childhood, like hanging out. And I grew up by the beach, so all I wanted to do was surf and party and have fun. That was just how I was built, you know? And started smoking weed with my friends, loved that, and started doing cocaine, drinking. And that's what I did till I was 30. And then I realized that the wheels had fallen off and I was going to end up dead or in jail. And I reached out to somebody, and that's when the recovery process started, but it took 4 years. So I didn't get sober till I was 34. I was in and out of rehabs, and I relapsed was a big part of my story. But I got it, and I'm grateful because not everybody makes it out. And in this last 19 years, so I was 34 when I got sober. In this last 19 years, I got this great big life. And it was all because I was taught how to suit up and show up, and I was taught the formula to stay sober. So got married, got kids, got the house. I thought life had passed me up at 34. I had nothing. And that's my story, you know. And I went on to become a hairstylist. You know, straight out of high school, I was ditching school and surfing. That's all I wanted to do. So I was really nervous in high school to like graduate. I didn't know what direction I was going to go. I was like, oh my God, more school. I hate school. And I was like, I'm just going to manipulate my way through City College with all my friends. And I was so nervous of that. My parents said, why don't you pick a profession and we'll pay for it? And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And they're like, well, you're into style and you cut your friend's hair. I had to pick a pair of clippers and, you know, and they're like, why don't you go to hair school? And I was like, no way. I'm like, everyone's going to think I'm gay. This was like 1988.
Right?
You know what I mean? I was a dude. Like I was
shit, right? Especially back then. Vidal Sassoon, all the commercials, the big hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And it wasn't a cool profession for me to tell my friends, because I wasn't even comfortable in my skin back then. You know what I mean? Sexually, like I was still trying to figure my shit out. But I went to hair school and there was all girls there. I was the only dude. And I was like, this is it. This is amazing.
It's funny you said that because I'm thinking cheerleaders too. You know what I mean?
I did the same thing in 9th grade when we had to either do wood shop or cooking class.
You took cooking.
And I took it was called foods.
I took foods too.
I took foods 1 and 2, and I was the only dude in there.
It was me and
the shitty part about it is I can't fix shit at home.
Yeah.
But
you're good at eating, right?
Yeah, and I could cook, you know. The good part about it too, though, is that, you know, I've made enough money where I can pay somebody to fix that shit at home.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's not quite as sexy to the wife, you know, when I
depends who you hire, buddy.
Hunks and trunks. Hunks and trunks. What do you call it?
Moving supply. That's what we're talking about. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The plumber without the crack.
So that's some good thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, and I learned how to cut hair, and it took me 5 years to graduate a year program. I got kicked out of 5 schools because I was doing the same shit I was doing in high school. I was ditching surfing and partying. Yeah. And the good news was you could clock in and out and get 400 hours, get kicked out, come back, get 800 hours. It was a 1,600 hour program. And I had 5 different instructors. I got pretty good because I was at so many different schools. But I had that on the back burner, being a hairstylist, because even though I went and I got my degree, I still didn't see myself as being a hairstylist. So I went down to San Diego and I was doing nightclub promotions, and I was selling drugs, and I ran that hard for 10 years. And
which part of San Diego?
I was down in PB, Mission Beach, La Jolla, all that. And I was in charge of all the nightclubs. There was production companies, and I was connected with all those guys. So you know some of that area down there or what?
No, I mean a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about, like, my wife used that my sister-in-law was running that stuff.
Was she?
Down there.
Yeah. We probably definitely know each other for the same age because it's pretty tight community down there. But yeah, I was affiliated with the Mexican Mafia and the Hells Angels, and I was slanging hard. Like, I was flying back east before 9/11.
Yeah.
I flew back with 20 pounds of weed in my suitcase.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. And we got robbed, and then I had to pay the Mexican Mafia, and I didn't die, thank God. But, you know, I worked it off. But these are all things of my past, and I guess I can talk about it right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's up to you. Yeah, we don't care.
Pick me up. Yeah, I just hope nobody comes picks me up for
stuff back in the day. That's over.
It's over. I made it. 19 years.
19 years, yeah.
So anyway, I, you know, it was a party. Yeah. And then it wasn't. You know, and it wasn't cool waking up on people's couches at 30. It wasn't like it was when I was 19, you know. Yeah. And the snorting of cocaine became disappearing at midnight from the club and locking myself in the room and smoking it till 6 a.m. And then the surfing went away.
Yeah.
And the
Your
dating,
love.
Yeah. And the dating went away.
Yeah.
And all I was doing was 24 hours was getting high. And I had friends that came and visit me that I grew up with down there, and they left and they were like, dude, I seriously thought that was the last time I was going to see you. Like it was real bad. So, I'm grateful to make it out. And what I do now was what I was taught early in recovery is to give it away to keep it.
Yeah.
And first I was at meetings and I was helping newcomers, you know, and then my life got super full and I started working on celebrities, and I do everybody in Hollywood's hair, literally dudes. I just, you know, I just do men's hair.
Yeah.
I stopped doing women's hair. It was just a lot. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of talking.
That's what I was about to say. No offense. And the complaining sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna bash, but
no, I didn't. Did I? Was that out loud?
No.
It's I'm joking.
It's
Guys
the
can be just as bad.
Real deal. Like, you know, asking me how you doing, and us dudes, we do that, but then we stop. You know what I mean? We don't circle back around. So it's like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good. How's the kids? Da, 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 da. And then that's it. We're chilling, right? And women will circle back around. So tell me more about the kids, you know, like what's been going on? And da, da, da. And I'm just like 16 people a day. I'm just worn thin.
Yeah. Well, there's actually a statistic that men only say about, I don't know, like it's like 1,800 words a day.
Yeah.
And
women are like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So like
they need to make a watch where they can like steps. You can
Right?
like check your words.
check it. Yeah, I'd be like, dude, I need to spend at least 250 words when I get home.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm done for a while.
Yeah.
I'm done.
For sure. That's how I feel. I'm just fried. I can't even talk when I get home because I talk so much at work. So stop doing women, specialize in men. I realized nobody's ever specialized in men's hair. Nobody's known, like Vidal Sassoon's known for all that precision cutting. So I was like, I'm going to take this lane and run with it, and manifested that with sobriety, because when you manifest in sobriety, shit comes true because you're always getting closer to it. Where if you're drinking and using, it's one step forward towards your manifestation. It's 3 steps back.
Right.
And I noticed that I could never get forward. So I've created a great big life. You know, I got a product line, which is in front of you.
Yeah.
Part of the proceeds goes to help get people off the streets and drugs and alcohol.
That's
Awesome.
Yep.
That
We
is.
fund into local long-term structured sober livings that give us scholarships to take people off the street when I meet them, and I cut their hair.
I see you doing that.
Thanks.
And that's why is the one. That's why somebody sent you to me.
Dope.
Was because of the
Color?
huh?
What?
Cutting people like homeless people's hair.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Transformations. That
Yeah.
I'm doing. Yeah. So it's, you know, like I said, I was at meetings doing it, and then I realized I could do what I love doing, which is doing hair and creating. And also us dudes that don't talk more than 800 words a day,
Yeah.
30 minutes with a dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they open up. And probably about 800 of those words happen in that half an hour. 'Cause,
Wow.
you know, it's like, we don't talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I love the Hopeaholics here. You guys are talking about recovery and the family disease and, you know, mental illness and all that. So as soon as you guys hit me up, I was like, I'm going. I'm coming.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's so funny you guys talk about Vidal Sassoon, because I was really like excited because Eden Sassoon started following us on Hopeaholics.
I know Eden.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's
That's
that?
cool. Their daughter.
Sassoon?
Well, I know that, but the daughter?
The daughter.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the daughter.
Let's get her in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, do you do color?
I used to do everything, and now I just do haircuts.
Just hair?
So Shane and I were talking because we used to have hair in the 90s.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
I
got to see these photos, but go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife will bring them in.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have pictures. I figured. He's told me no.
I mean, she's got one of me
She lied.
with a mullet.
Lied.
Yeah. I have a
Straight
mullet.
hair or curly hair you got, or wavy?
I got
Wavy.
straight black
You
hair.
had wavy hair.
Yeah.
It's
mine-
crazy how hair changes people, because
Yeah.
like you look like Kelly Slater. Like you can pull off the bald head.
Yeah.
Like your face is fucking great. You
Yeah.
know? Like, you're a good looking motherfucker, dude. So you can pull off the bald head. And then you put hair on you, and then you're not as good looking.
I'm actually not.
Right?
It's
like
I'm
The
not.
Rock. You know The Rock looks like, you remember like curly hair? He
Yeah.
just becomes a goon.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I do not look as good with hair, and it was funny because like the mullet days were my senior year in high school. You remember the mullet days where
Yeah,
where
they're
you
back.
had the a little bit more style to them back in our day though.
Yeah.
They went to the traditional mullet. My son, all of his the kids at his school, they're straight up back.
Oh, yeah,
But
they're running it
We
right
had the ones where we'd go in, we'd get the hair frosted.
Yeah.
We were Shane and I were
Cap.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
Put the
Put the
cap
cap
on.
on.
Yeah.
They pull the hairs through. Yeah, so that was my senior picture.
Well, bro, I'm so old. They put the silver on me the first times.
Oh, I've done that.
Oh,
too.
you've done that
Yeah.
too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
was
just
back in the
depends.
day.
How
It
old are
just-
you?
37.
You're gonna be actually shocked when
Yeah.
he tells you the truth.
I need to know.
57.
57. You look good, bro.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah. You look real good.
Yeah.
I'm 53.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, both of you guys look
great,
freaking
bro.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the new era. And people should look like us. I look at people back, my friends.
Yeah.
No bueno.
No.
No,
So
bro.
I'm super stoked on that too because I guess I would consider myself more of a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Because in high school I wasn't like the best looking guy.
That's cool.
And now the guys that were the best looking guys,
they're fat and
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, they actually look old.
Yeah.
I always say that. All the dudes, all the
I
docs.
wonder if people look at me and they're like, he looked old too, though.
Yeah. No, dude, you don't. And you know what I was? I was Ralph Macchio, bro. I was like skinny and Jewy and like, and then I filled out.
Oh, he said Jewy. Is that,
Jewy.
Yeah. Is that bad?
allowed?
I don't know.
I'm a Jew. I can say Jew.
You were Jewish?
Yeah, I'm Jewish.
Shit, he's Jewish.
Jewish?
He's Jewish.
Jewish.
Amish. Amish.
You're Amish?
Amish.
Amish?
Jewish.
Oh my
He's
God.
Seventh-day Adventist.
I'm like the Christian version.
He's more Jewish than we are.
He
is not a Jew, bro.
He's Seventh-day Adventist. They're more Jew than we are.
Bro. This guy's way too good looking.
No,
to be a
Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah, Seventh-day Adventist.
What is that?
It's more Jewish.
It's not.
It's Jew on steroids, bro.
We believe in the New Testament. Yeah.
That's Jew on steroids. They don't eat. They don't smoke.
Everything's the same.
They don't, bro.
Everything's
They don't
the same.
smoke or drink.
We don't smoke. We don't. No bottom feeders.
No bottom
You're
feeders.
sobish.
Exactly. They're showbish, but they don't drink or smoke.
I
got smobish 17 years ago.
Sundown.
I stopped smoking.
Sundown on Saturday night or on Friday night till sundown on Saturday night is our Sabbath.
Same with us.
Really?
They don't eat pork.
Did you grow up Jewish?
Seventh-day Adventist, bro.
What, is this a new religion?
No, it's
where have I
over.
been, dude?
It's
I'm
actually,
not.
honestly, I think it might. See, some people will say Catholic is older, but they say that the Seventh-day Adventist is the oldest.
I don't know.
Christian.
Do you
religion.
believe in Christ?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
Yeah. Well, Christ was a great dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but in the Jewish religion, he wasn't
just
a god.
He was just a dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was just a dude.
Yeah.
He's a prophet,
Prophet. Call him what you want.
just like Muhammad.
Yeah.
Muhammad was a prophet.
Muhammad who?
I don't know, dude. I don't even want to get into that shit, though.
Yeah, stay away from religion and politics, please.
You fucking start, don't you fucking start with two Jews in the room
we
now,
can
bro.
talk about
Okay,
the
there's two
Jewish
of us
religion
now.
and the Seventh-day Adventist religion
that's
because
it?
that's what we are.
Okay, fair enough. And
Other
even
than
that,
that-
we're going to fuck up.
I know.
That's funny.
So yeah, the Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah, so you're
religion.
short and Jewy and stringy. Yeah, bro. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. But it worked in the long run because I filled out and I'm not
Yeah.
fat.
And you're not fat.
Yeah.
I was actually fat as a kid, and then I found meth
Yeah.
in 8th grade.
Yeah,
and
that'll
I
do
went
that.
from being fat to super skinny.
Yeah. 8th grade, you were tweaking, huh?
Oh, yeah, I started
Can you
tweaking.
imagine going to
Wow.
8th grade?
How bad did it get? Were you like robbing shit?
Yeah, I was shooting it.
Were you stealing and doing all that stuff?
Yeah,
Running
running the streets.
Pretty wild at grade 8, though.
That's
eh?
San Bernardino
San
at its
Bernardino,
finest,
too.
bro.
Oh yeah, I am the epitome of the 909ers.
Wow, you made it out.
That's like my son
Very
right now
few.
taking a shot of
I'll
meth.
tell you what, I have friends that are still doing the same goddamn thing.
So crazy.
They're living in their parents' garage. They're 3 years old.
Jesus.
Wild.
Smoking meth, snorting lines.
So sad.
It really is.
So much work. It's exhausting.
I know. This is like, we actually get to go to sleep at night.
Yeah. I have a few buddies still living with the parents and not doing drugs. It's sad, though. They're 55, 60, still living at the same home they grew up in. I don't get it.
In Canada?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
So, high school.
High school, ditching, partying, that whole thing, and then I don't know. I mean, I'm here today. I'm alive. I'm grateful, and got 3 kids. What's that?
We're not sure. Someone's trying to call in FBI, CIA, but it don't matter.
I know it's like
3 kids. What else? We are
No,
being
that little
taped.
beep was like you're blowing it right now on the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
It's boring. It's
Yeah,
like,
cut
come
them.
on.
Where's the
Yeah.
block them? That's it.
Right.
3 minutes.
Yeah. What else can we talk about?
Well, what do we? We're going good.
No, I
Okay,
want
it
what
was
the hell?
good.
What's your problem, bro?
I'm having
Jesus
a bad
Christ.
trip, bro.
Holy shit, man.
I have these
Get off the
moments.
shit, bro. Holy fuck.
Little moment of insanity.
Right?
I actually want to know. I'm most interested.
In the conditioner? or
How
or is the size of the bottle very familiar to you?
Is this stuff good for shaving your legs?
I knew you were going to ask something funny.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Holy
That's not where I
smokes.
wanted to go.
Yeah.
That is absolutely not
No,
where
of
I
course
was going.
not. Of course not.
I think it's always great. Like, we kind of, you qualify, man. You're fucking, you did drugs.
Yeah.
You almost died.
Yeah.
You got sober.
Yep.
And now, like, you know, you're actually an Instagram influencer at the level you're at. You've got your own fucking products. I'm going to assume, do you have your own salon?
I got my own salon. The products are California born salon, and Urban Outfitters hit us up to carry this Days of Dirt. It's our new product. It's been blowing up. And my products used to be called the Men's Groomer, but I'm like, women aren't buying shit that says the Men's Groomer. And these products I developed because I worked in salons for 40 years and I know what's good, and it's for everybody. So I had to change the name to California born. And it's cool. And I do have a salon.
It's a better
in
name.
Venice. It is, right? Than the Men's Groomer. Yeah. I thought I was going to kill it in the men's space, and it didn't happen. I'm like, time to move on. Like,
well, you know why?
Women buy shit. Men don't buy shit.
Women buy 85%. People don't understand. Women control the economy.
Yeah.
You're not buying a new... I'm not buying a new car without my wife signing off on it. Let's fucking face it.
Or there's that's the only thing that's hard for me.
Or there's an argument.
I'm used to.
So am I, bro. But that's
The other day I bought a new car and didn't tell my wife until after I got the car.
Yeah, what'd she say?
And
she was hurt.
No. I just had to explain to her that she's getting $2,000 today, and
so you bought her. You paid her off.
Yeah.
So she was pissed off with a smile.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
All right. You got off relatively cheap. All right.
Yeah.
Shit.
I go out and buy a fucking $70,000 car, and next thing I'm doing, I'm down at the fucking Mercedes dealer buying
your wife something.
$150,000.
There you go.
Car.
Exactly.
Tit for tat.
How come I'm not driving the $150,000 car? That's what I want.
You got to come to work every fucking day. That's why. All right.
I was gonna get that new Escalade.
Yeah.
Because I really like them, and they're fucking expensive.
Right now, it's stupid.
Like, I thought that was ridiculous. Plus, they were adding like $15,000 over
premium.
Premium for the premium. So I went down and to the Cadillac dealer just to go look at them, and I walked in, and there was this all blacked out Yukon sitting in the showroom, and it was $70,000, and I was like,
Done.
oh, I'm taking this, because why the fuck would I want that expensive ass $150,000 when this one looks just as badass?
Yeah, for sure. That was a good buy.
Yeah, I got the
choice.
I actually texted the wife, took her some pictures of it. She came down, she approved of it.
Oh, nice.
You see, I told you.
Whole thing happened.
This is life.
Tight.
This is it.
Yeah.
So, kudos for you for getting away with it.
Yeah, so we did a little shift, and we're actually shifting the salon right now too to California born salon.
Nice.
Men's Groomer. We're in Venice. We're on Lincoln. And
Lincoln.
Wow. Lincoln and Washington.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, stomping grounds, bro. For like
for real?
I'm gonna say
so
9
he
months.
Smoked crack too.
9 months.
He says
Lincoln and
he's
Washington.
Ghost town.
Ghost town. Well, I was with what's there? Is it the Crip or the
Shoreline Crips?
It's the Shoreline Crips that I was buying from. So I was there. I was like, I'm gonna say a G a day for 18 months with these guys.
Oh, I didn't know. See, I didn't know you were.
So
I barely made it out of there alive.
Yeah.
So his story. And
the Shoreline Crips.
Not for me to tell, but
it's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Shoreline Crips.
Because he smoked crack for 3 years.
I like this guy more now that I smoke crack. Now that I know that he was $1,000 a day. I
what was me and my wife?
You were hanging.
Yeah, me and my wife.
You and your wife were smoking? Yeah. My girlfriend, I used to smoke with her, and she would be like, you need to stop that shit. Can I get a hit? I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was
You're
ugly.
telling me to stop, but you need a hit?
Ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly. Yeah, but I quit. And then that was it.
Done.
Went to therapy, abstinent for 5 years.
Did you start in Canada?
No, I started here.
How did you start?
I was flipping through the Forbes 500 magazine, and my brother was at the end of the desk. His head was down. He said, what the fuck are we going to do with you? And as I'm flipping through, it said the 10 most luxurious places to get sober. Number 8, it was no special order. Number 8 was Newport Beach. So we're living by the sea.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm going to go there, bro. I'm going there.
Where were you? You were in Canada?
I was in Canada.
Oh, okay. So, no, he was asking, did you smoke crack in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You started in Canada.
It was all Canada for the first 18 months. And then the second 18 months was down here.
Canada. Interesting about Canada. So I've been there a couple times, and you can smoke it on the street freely, kind of like you can now everywhere in LA,
Right.
which you couldn't do back in the day.
Not when I was using.
No, dude, they were coming for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's completely gnarly out there right
Yeah,
now. Like,
I watch.
yeah,
I see it. It's
crazy.
right out here.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, but Canada, when I was there, it was like, and we saw TV shows where they were just filming people on the street and they didn't care.
Wow.
So it was like Vancouver was kind of like before everything else, where it was like, just let them do it.
That's where I was in Vancouver. That's where I got busted.
Yeah. It's scary. I walked through there. There's certain spots. Yeah.
Okay, British Columbia.
Yeah, British Columbia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just down the street.
Yeah. So, okay, so you started smoking crack
And then I
up there,
just
and then you
quit.
came down to
When I came
Newport,
down here, quit, got, it's 15 years ago.
and you went to that place by the sea?
Yeah, sober limit at sea, went there for 90 days.
Nice. When was that?
God, 2008, 2007.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So now what?
Now I just do whatever I want.
You can drink now?
Yes. I don't like to drink. I've never drank in my home, but when I go out, I will have a gin and tonic every now and then.
See, I love this story. You know what I mean? Not everybody's an addict. Yeah. You know, like I am the worst, dude. If I drink, it's off to the races. Yeah. And I know that
You're
for
smoking
a fact.
crack, too.
Yeah, dude. Because I don't like to be drunk.
Yeah.
I can't handle myself drunk. I'm doing 90 and
But see,
30
he doesn't get
over
drunk.
here.
You know what's weird though?
He doesn't get drunk.
My entire life, I've never had liquor in my home. Even from 18 and on, when I lived privately, lived with guys, we never had liquor in our home. Sure, there was always weed, but never.
So do you smoke weed too?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. I'm just going to talk to the viewers. There's nothing wrong or bad about drugs if
I
you can do them and your life's not unmanageable.
Yeah, exactly. I actually gave up weed for health reasons because I have a little throat thing. So it's been I'm going to say about a month now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, so if your life's not unmanageable because of drinking and using, then
that's for my mom.
You may not be an addict or an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And only the addict and the alcoholic can diagnose themselves.
Right.
Nobody can say you're an alcoholic.
It's facts.
Wow.
And
that's cool.
And the other thing is it's medication.
Yeah.
Who wants to have to live with your own head all the time? I don't want to. I have to, because if I drink, I die.
Yeah, right.
And that's where I've admitted and accepted that I have a problem and I'm different than my fellows, because if I drink or I smoke
you go over the edge.
I can't stop.
Yeah,
and the other day I was at a Dodger game, and the guys next to me were drinking a big Modelo at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I looked over and I'm like, how do you fucking do that, bro? I'm like, what are you going to do after the game when you come down? I'm like,
that is
Michelangelo. What do you ever drink a Modelo?
Once in a blue moon.
That's hilarious.
But I have like 2 of the bottles, and that's it.
And then what? Like in the afternoon, like on a Sunday afternoon or something.
No, I only like family events. Like I won't drink by myself. Like it's more.
So like at a family event. Then what do you do afterwards? You go home and go
to bed.
Stay up, play some video games.
Yeah, you see.
After having a couple of Modelos,
he can hang, bro. He can handle that shit, bro. I can't. I'm like Silver Lake at the next.
Yeah, but
bar.
I'll tell you what I'm doing though. I don't allow it to get there because I have a strict rule. I'm in bed by 8:15, 8:30. I mean, if it's 9 o'clock.
Here's the thing, though.
If it's 9 o'clock, I'm pushing
like,
it.
I could have this whatever strict rule I want, dude.
Right.
But if I'm fucking drinking a Modelo, those rules are all out the fucking window.
Are they?
There's a big fuck it switch.
Oh, you see, I don't have that fuck it
switch.
switch. I get up at 6 in the morning. I have not missed the gym.
And here's the thing. His crack is a little interesting to me because usually it's not crack, right? I see it with prescription drugs.
Yeah.
I see normal people get addicted to doctor-prescribed drugs because I own rehabs. That's what I've done for 22 years of my life. Yeah. And I hesitate to call them or label them an addict. Like you said, they need to label themselves because, like, you go if you're a member of Narcotics Anonymous, you're an addict when you say you are.
Yeah,
and that is a fact. Yeah. That's the rule, right?
Yeah.
But if somebody's just you're a normal person who had a back surgery and next thing you know they've been hooked on these pain pills for 2 years, it does not mean that person can never have a drink again. Now, is it risky? Am I going to tell that person?
No, never.
I'm not going to be the one to tell them that.
No.
Because I am also a proponent of even if you're not an addict, man, can you truly, and I'm no offense towards Shane in any way, shape, or form, because I don't think he like goes out and has a drink every day when he goes home. But can you truly be living your best life?
You can't. You can't.
I don't know. I mean,
you could have a drink or two every now and then, but you still have to have a routine.
Yeah, he's got a routine. He's living his best life to his expectations. You know what I mean? Like, he loves going to the gym. He loves having a drink occasionally, and he loves turning his head off. Now, for me, there's no best life in anything that I put in my system. It's all worst life.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I remember those days, bro.
That's the difference.
Missing your family for a month, not calling anybody. I've been, I was there, but I mean,
let me ask you this.
You rolled the couch out.
Yes, I did.
For sale.
I did.
Let me ask you this.
I did.
How much of your drinking and using now are you hiding and ashamed of?
None.
You have no regrets when you drink.
Yeah.
And if you hit that thing where you're like, oh, I'm going to drive because I had a drink.
My last drink was maybe half a gin.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, God, when did I go for dinner with my wife last? Was that 90 days ago, 120 days ago?
Yeah.
There's never liquor in my home. I never have to Uber.
Yeah.
I can always drink. I've never felt, not even close to over the limit.
Yeah.
Nowhere close.
Good. Well, then my hat's off to you. That's what they say. Our hats are off to you.
And that's 10 years now. Plus 10 years plus I haven't had to call an Uber because I was too drunk.
I'm really happy for you that you can do that.
Yeah.
Are you drunk? Are you drunk right now?
He's living his best life.
I'm living my best life, man. I don't know what to say. Yeah.
But I want to talk about this pill stuff that you're talking about because my experience on the street with the people I meet, that it's not a homeless problem. It's an addiction problem.
Yeah.
And I would say a lot of them, I don't want to drop percentages, but they're doing fentanyl, right?
Yes.
Why are they doing fentanyl? Because they couldn't get oxys anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fentanyl is replacing the opiates because it's man-made.
You can't get heroin.
Can't get
heroin. Anything.
So
really.
it's man-made fentanyl. And that's for you junkies that are usually on heroin or who got hooked on pills. So now you're doing fentanyl. Now the cocaine, can't get that.
No.
It's not as, it's still available, but
It's
why
scary.
do cocaine when you can get meth for dirt cheap and it's everywhere and it's easily findable? So
Meth
now,
is dirt cheap.
Whoa.
yeah. So now you're doing man-made speedballs, and that's what everybody's doing on the street. And to add to that, the meth is coming from Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay. There was integrity when people were making meth back in the day, and they took this impurity out of the meth. Okay. And that impurity was taken out because it made people schizophrenic.
Oh, shit.
So now that's why you have people talking to themselves on the street. And I had this guy come in who traveled the world. He was like Spain. He's like, so weird, bro. There's nowhere in the world that I've been to that people are talking to themselves. It's only in the U.S.
Jesus.
Yeah. And you got people dying from the fentanyl. So you got people crazy and dying. And that's what this addiction problem is on the street.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you my experience with meth, because I started using meth at 13 years old. Mm-hmm. From 13 until the year 2000, which was 88 to 2000, meth was made by here in America.
Yep.
It was
Hell's Angels.
Yeah. I had friends that cooked it.
Yep.
I used for about 10 years.
Yep.
Clean stuff, though.
I never was crazy.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I even was shooting meth.
Yeah.
I never went schizophrenic.
Right.
I got sober in I actually got sober in 96 to 99, and then I relapsed. So in 99, the super meth was here from Mexico. The new stuff.
Yeah.
The crystals.
Yeah.
The big giant shards of crystal.
Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm. So I started using that.
That's
meth.
the crazy stuff.
Yep. And immediately that's when I started. That was the first time I went crazy. And I used to like during my my runs, man, I was working for the fucking CIA. I was doing some shit on my last runs of meth. and it was this Mexico meth, the super meth.
Yeah.
And I was never crazy before. Yeah. I used to stay up for 3, 4, 5 days in a row. This stuff, I'd stay up for fucking like 14 days, I think was the longest run.
Yeah.
Hardly any food, water, doing missions for fucking the CIA, you know.
Yeah. I do know. I got so crazy, and I was smoking meth like it was crack because I would run out of crack, and I'd hang out with the people that would smoke meth because they would be like, hey, come hang out with us, you know? So I would smoke meth every 5 minutes, take a hit, because that's how much you have to smoke crack. But what happened to me was normal size people would fit into small places. So there would be a human hiding in a drawer. All right. I drove a CRX, a little 2-seater car up to Tahoe with a buddy, and I was telling him to check the back seat. Yeah. And I was reaching behind the seat going, are you back there? While I was driving. Yeah, I know he's back there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've been there.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. There were my ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
She used to hide men in the mattress.
Yeah, in the mattress.
I like cut mattresses open to find them in.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. She had them in the Attic. I was chasing them through the attic.
You found a raccoon up there one time.
Yeah, I was chasing a fucking raccoon one time. I didn't know. I thought my poor ex-wife.
Yeah.
She's like innocent as fuck.
She's fine now.
Chasing a raccoon.
She's fine now. She's done a lot.
Somebody was up there.
Lot of therapy.
Oh my
God. Of therapy.
Yeah, I could hear so far into the walls that I could hear animals in the walls.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that insanity?
It's complete insanity.
To me, it's the reason why I'm here sober. Like, and I don't forget that, and that feeling is just so done, and I'm so happy now, you know, and I'm so comfortable in my skin, and you know, I did the work, and you know, I went to meetings, and I had somebody help me and show me how to stay sober, and it really works. The formula that I was taught, and it's all about laying down the foundation. So it's like anything else that you do, like if you work out, you know, you don't get buff overnight,
right?
You're trying to surf. It took me 6 years to learn how to surf. So anybody that's struggling, I just say, you know, you can do it. So many people have done it, and you just need to make it your full-time job. And if you don't, you're going to lose everything. You know, you'll lose the girlfriend, the house, the job, all that eventually. So it's really about diving in, making it like your college to learn how to stay sober, because that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
And I lived in a place for 13 months.
Nice.
At 34 years old.
No, but that's actually one of the best things that you did, because we do so much damage to our brain with the drugs and the alcohol. It's similar to having like a brain injury, and the brain takes so long to heal. It's slow process. 13 months is like when the frontal lobe starts coming back. Yeah. People don't realize they want to rush out of rehab, man.
Yeah,
I
did it.
What the fuck are you rushing? What are you going?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We always have somewhere to do. My sister's dog just died or something. It's like, I got to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, dude, you got to go nowhere.
No, you need to stay.
Yeah. I mean, at 13 months, even when I graduated that house, I still couldn't go to the places where I used to buy crack.
Yeah.
Until 2 years later. And then it was completely fine. I realized I was at a photo shoot, and I was doing hair for somebody, and I was exactly where I bought crack, and I didn't think about it all day. I was like,
I apologize.
Yeah, what happened? What's going on over there? Your crack dealer call?
That's probably a bit.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We have...
what's going on?
We have treatment centers that work with veterans.
Okay.
And it's a process to get them in.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 that he's working right now.
2 vets trying to get in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're one of the few people that have contracts with the VA. Okay. So we're part of their community care network.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. The VA is being kind of pains in the butt.
Really?
Now, yeah, like they're like, oh my God, these nice places are starting to take over our business, because we know how to do stuff better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around, man. The VA is like not good health care.
No.
It's like, and that's the part that pisses me off, and that's one thing I will like speak about on like the podcast. Like, our veteran, I have a really nice PPO, Platinum, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Yeah. If I need anything, not just like a broken bone, or I need a knee surgery, yeah, those I can get into my orthopedic. I don't need a referral. I just go call my orthopedic. He probably has an appointment tomorrow or the next day, and I'm in. Right.
Yeah, I need to talk about this further after you're done with this sentence because I got a question for you. But go ahead.
So and then if I need rehab,
Yeah.
I can pick up the phone. I could be in a rehab within 4 hours.
Yeah.
Them checking my insurance. Boom. I'm good. I need to detox. I'm in.
Yeah.
That they're not doing this for our veterans, and that's the part that pisses me off because our veterans deserve better health care than I have.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. It doesn't stop with veterans. I think that's my goal. I think this is my purpose, is to create resources for people that want to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think America owes that as much as, as the drugs are coming in and there's a crisis. It's like there needs to be a solution. If there's a problem, what's the solution? The solution is offering somebody detox and a place to go funded through our taxpayers' money.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it. Bottom fucking line. And it's impossible to get somebody in if they're willing to go. And that's where I want to be the lead.
You're right. If somebody's out on the streets and they need resources. Actually, we had a lady on our Zoom meeting last night. She spoke. Her son overdosed on fentanyl. He's alive.
Yeah,
bad shape. Can't walk. His legs aren't working right now. Don't know if they'll come back. He is applied for Medicare, but it's pending. So there's
tough.
Unless you get this person a scholarship.
Yep.
It's nearly impossible to find a place for him.
It's so tough.
And even to find a scholarship at the level of care that he needs.
Rough.
Like if he could walk, I would have scholarshiped the guy yesterday.
Nice.
But because he can't walk, he doesn't qualify for any of my programs. He needs physical therapy. He needs a place like we can only take people that can do all their ADLs. So
yeah, that's kind of clear as day.
And
for
it's
me.
like that person right there, you need to fund them.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can figure this out here in the U.S. and I'll just keep pushing on my end. But back to your healthcare, like I just was on the phone with my healthcare and it's $1,800 a month for me and my wife and 3 kids.
Yeah.
Like, and I called my business partner. I was like, dude, this is gnarly. Like, and he's like, it's normal. It's $600 for me. I have a couple who live up in Seattle and it's $1,000 for them. So I think $1,800 is pretty good. I'm like,
I have the same family. Mine's $2,300.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. And you wonder why people are on the street.
Yeah.
It's super gnarly, the math, like crazy. I got a car payment, I got a house payment, and I'm working my ass off. And it's like, and now we're going into this recession or whatever, where you can feel the economy is lagging and restaurants are like, I was in Palm Springs, it looked like a bomb drop. And it's usually popping out there, it's, so everything's really backwards here in the U.S. And that's a whole other thing. I hope it makes the shift soon, but it's super, super scary right now.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yeah. I didn't vote for Joe Biden.
No, fuck no.
I was just saying.
I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I have said yes?
No.
It's not political.
No,
we're not political.
Religious,
we still state our views.
Religion and politics,
we're out of
right now.
Yeah. Well, we're Jewish. We have to stay quiet.
Fuck that.
Otherwise, people are going to know, and they're going to.
Well, that's what I always say. I'm in charge of this right here.
Yeah.
Like you step into
my
this,
radius, my wingspan.
Yeah. Like then you got an issue. You got an issue. But back to the vets. Like I was at the whole veteran situation in Brentwood where they're all living outside of the vets.
Yeah.
And the sheriff's asked me to show up and do what I do, which is haircuts and clean people up. And Schwarzenegger showed up, and we got them into the veterans hospital, and they put them out on this grass field in these tiny homes, and it was crazy. How these guys are
the one
living.
off of Wilshire?
Yeah. And it's crazy. I went in there and I did a video on my Instagram of this dude. We came and I bought him a TV. I was like, if you could have one thing, he was like, He was like, I want steak and eggs. So I came and we got steak and eggs Postmated, and we sat there, and I got him a TV in his little tiny home. But I walked in there and I realized he had another problem, which is a hoarding problem. And so he's living in this tiny home, and he didn't even sleep on his bed because he had shit piled on his bed. So I came in there and cleaned up. It's just mental illness. It's just,
Yeah.
Sorry to be a Debbie Downer.
No. We got to help all these people.
Yeah, no,
that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
And so the Hopeaholics podcast, I didn't say it yet, but it exists because it'll be 1 year on 9/11 that my 21-year-old daughter.
I'm so sorry. I saw that.
Her fiance dead on in his bed. So like I'm going after the fentanyl crisis, but like that's just the beginning. You know, that one, that's just what pissed me off. That's what sent me over the edge, because I've worked in treatment. That's all I've done my whole life. It's the only thing I know. 22 years of my life. I'm a veteran in the industry, right? But you know, when I say they, right? I don't know who they is, but like it's whoever's letting this fentanyl just come rushing into this country in insane amounts and killing our youth, right? I mean, they're killing people that are the age of 16 to, you know, my son-in-law was 27.
28 for sure, 30, 31. Yeah.
I think it's the leading cause of death from like
it is
16 to
24 or something.
No, it's way older.
Is it older than that?
Yeah, it's like 42.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fentanyl, opioid overdoses.
It's crazy.
Poisoning is what we call it, because it's not. You know, there's illicit fentanyl has no safe dosage. There's nothing about it is safe. 18 to 45. Last updated. That's Get Smart. I don't DEA. Oh, that's a .gov. Okay. I'm not even a fan of like the CDC statistics and stuff like that, because they're wrong. They're wrong.
Yeah.
They're you know, I say 300 people are dying every single day from fentanyl. That's a large airplane going down every single day.
That's crazy.
We would ground transportation in 3 days. If two planes go to,
It'd be a day, bro. It'd be a day. There'd be an investigation shut down almost immediately.
Yeah.
Especially a main carrier.
Yeah. 2 days in a row.
You know, like the supersonic that blew up that one time, they grounded everything.
Yeah.
Until further exams. Yeah.
So anyways, they pissed me off, so I decided to build this platform, you know, to be a voice for the family members that can't talk, for the people who lost their lives. You know, my son-in-law wasn't intending to lose his life that night. He bought a pressed Percocet off the street, and it had 1 grain too much of fentanyl in it. Yeah. And that's what people don't realize. A grain, a salt grain of fentanyl, 2 of those little tiny grains will kill any of us. 1 grain might kill me or you, might not kill Shane, but maybe it will. Mm-hmm. So like,
then you hear people snorting. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. What do you do? I snort fentanyl.
No, they're snorting coke.
No, but when their drug is fentanyl, you ask them, "What's your drug?" "Oh, I snort fentanyl." I'm like, "What? Like you're actually snorting the fentanyl? You doing it?" I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know what they're cutting it with though.
Yeah.
It's still like a grain, a grain,
right?
Know? So there's whatever they're snorting isn't all. It's not like pure fentanyl.
No, it's not. But I'm just, you know, it's still fuck.
Like, because a sugar packet of fentanyl, if it was pure fentanyl, kill 500 people. A sugar packet. And this is
so hard to gauge what you're doing.
And I don't like saying what I'm about to say, and I say it often, but can we just put heroin back on the streets?
Well, that's what they said will get rid of the fentanyl, is if they legalize heroin. That's the only thing that'll work. I just heard that the other day.
That's a crazy idea.
Yeah.
It's a crazy idea, but fuck me.
It's a crazy idea that might stop people from dying.
Yeah. You into water?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's rude of me. Usually I get a water.
No, it's all good.
I know, you're so rude, dude. So you know what's funny? My best friend from high school became a hairstylist as well, and he's not gay.
Yeah.
Same era as you, pretty much. I mean, he's 50. And
where's he?
He's down in Redlands.
Okay.
His name's Chief Bear.
Okay. I think he might follow me.
Probably.
I wonder if I've seen that name before.
Yeah.
Check it out.
And then his friend, they were my friend. His son died in a motorcycle accident, so he was like really up and coming and hustling hard. But then his good friend is Philip Wolf. Do you know Philip Wolf?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's out of L.A. too. He used to do like Kim Kardashian's hair and some of those people. I don't know who he does anymore.
I'm surprised I don't know him more than maybe because I go over to the Kardashians. I cut their hair too. I do the boys, all the
you
men's
do
size.
You do the men's? Nice. Did you ever get to cut Kanye's hair when they were together?
No, didn't do Kanye's. But did Bruno Mars a couple Super Bowls. That was fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Bruno.
Yeah, he's dope.
Seems like a nice guy.
He's dope.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I showed up. We'd done some haircuts before the Super Bowl to get his hair right because he had an idea of doing a little Bobby Brown, like shorter on top, little mullet for his set. And I showed up, and he was on a golf cart. I was like, "Hey, Bruno," and they were shoveling him in. And he stopped. I jumped on the back of the golf cart with my backpack, and I'm cruising on the golf cart. And I look at him. He's like, "Bro, my hair looks good today." And I was like, "Hair looks good, bro." And that's all I did was say your hair looked good. They paid me $5,000 to go to San Jose. They put me up first class, 5-star hotel, after-hour parties, and all I did was say your hair looks good. Because, and then the next day he was like, "You know what? That's why you get the big bucks, because you know when not to do something." I was like, dope. Didn't have to do shit.
Wow, that's awesome.
So tell us a little bit more about that, man.
That is awesome, bro. I like that shit.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say earlier. Is, I love the fact that we got clean and everything, and we have a story prior. Yeah. But I'm always more interested in the success that people have
right now.
You got sober, and then what?
So what's crazy is I showed up and I was working for this dude that did Jennifer Aniston's hair, and I met him in meetings of recovery. And my sponsor who's helping me was like, "Go talk to that dude, does Jennifer Aniston, and that girl does Warren Beatty and all these other people." So I went up to both of them, and Chris was gay. And I went up to him and he's like, "You're kind of cute." And I went up to the other chick and she didn't want to have anything to do with me, So I was like, "I want to come work for you." I was in Beverly Hills. I had moved up to Beverly Hills to pursue my profession. So he's like, "How much time you got sober?" And I was like, "I got a week." And he's like, "Get some time, come back." So I got 6 months. I came back and talked to him. He's like, "I'll give you 1 day a week assisting me." And I'd already cut hair for like a long time, right? But I was like, okay, time to get humble. Talk to my sponsor. Just showed up, did shampoos, worked for a year, best part of my life. I was sober 13 months. Then I relapsed. He left to go do a movie with Jennifer Aniston. And I'm calling the salon going, "I need to get back," because I was 3 months into my run. And I was 137 pounds hooked on crack again in Hollywood.
Damn.
Right? And I was going into Bristol Farms and stealing top shelf alcohol and selling it to minors on the line at the Troubadour. Just anything to get my hustle. I'd walk over to Barney's Beanery and I'd steal the tips off the table. I'd panhandle through West Hollywood. I would get 5 hits of crack every night. But that was so where I was again, right? And so I kept calling. I want to come back and work for you, Chris. And they were like, "Sorry, we got nothing for you." Then Sunday night, the assistant or the front desk person said, "Chris needs an assistant on Monday because his assistant called in sick. Can you be here at 7:45? And I was like, "Absolutely." So that Sunday night, I was smoking meth at one of these houses till 6 in the morning. I was telling the guy, "You got to take me home." He's like, "I'm not driving the cops," right? So at 6 in the morning, I kick his front door open. I walk out to the street. There's a bus. I flag down a bus. He lets me on. I find a truck that's going over to the Century Plaza Hotel. I wave this guy down. He lets me in, hitchhike. I'm home in 5 minutes. I get in the shower. But first, I find a Coke can that I was smoking crack out of for a week. I scraped the inside of the can. I had this pile. I took a hit and it was full, just gnarly, right?
Good, yeah.
Gnarly.
I remember those ones. Yeah. The scrape is good.
Yeah. And so I'm just paranoid and I'm like, it's 6:45. It's 7:15. I'm like, I got to get in the shower. I got to go. I got to be there at 7:45. So 7:30, I jump in the shower. My heart's jumping out of my chest. I'm like, please don't die. Please don't die. And the shower, the shower doors that are smoky, like I'm seeing people coming through it. And I could hear, I called a cab before I got in the shower. So I hear him out front through the window of the bathroom all the way over the house honking, but he's not actually honking. You know what I mean? That whole thing. So I got 2 cigarettes left. I put them behind my ear. My jaw is going. I show up. I come walking up to Chris McMillan's salon. And the manager's tatted head to toe, and he's sober, and Chris is sober. I come walking up, and they just start laughing at me. It was a 4-month run. They're like, where the fuck's the rest of you? Wow. They're like, dude, when was the last time you ate? And I was like, they're like, get him a breakfast burrito quick. And then Chris is like, when was the last time you took a hit? Thinking that I was going to say like a couple days ago. I looked at my watch. I was like 7 minutes ago. Wow. He's like, no way. Go shampoo Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry was sitting on the couch.
Was he sober yet?
No, he was doing his thing, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I hope this guy doesn't look at me. I'm like, my jaw's going. I got, I'm like,
Jesus.
I'm like, hey, I'm going to shampoo you. He doesn't even look at me. I'm like stoked, right? Get him in the shampoo bowl. I'm on top of him shampooing. I'm looking down. I'm like, I hope he doesn't look up at my jaw because it's going, right? My tongue's all cut up. I bring him over to the chair. I put him down in front of Chris, right? And I like tiptoe away. And I go outside, I'm sitting outside, I spark up the ciggy going, fuck, I just pulled that off. It's always pulling things off, right? So I spark up a ciggy and I'm looking at Matthew Perry and Chris McMillan through the window. And I'm like, it just dawned on me. I'm like, I'm going to get crack at 5 o'clock because I'm getting $100 from tips and I'm going to get $100 cash from Chris. And that was the burning bush moment where I put the cigarette out and I was like, that's not why I was calling to come back here, was to get high. I was calling to get sober. So I put the ciggy out and I came running up to the station in front of Matthew Perry and Chris. And I was like, Chris, I got a proposition for you. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, if you take me to that house, Liberty House, it was the gnarliest sober living ever. It's a year program, behavior modification. Everybody knows it's the last house on the block. Yeah. Nobody wants to go there. It's gnarly. Yeah. You write essays, like 1 million words for consequences. So I was like, if you take me, I will work it off 15 days. Make $100 a day, and I will go tonight. And he was like, hold on. And he grabbed the phone. Matthew Perry's sitting there.
Wow.
He calls the house, and Larry, the owner, was like, sorry, bro, we're full. And he's like, no, this guy's going to die. I'm fucking serious. He needs to fucking get in there because I was sucked up as hell and like green and purple. And they said, if you have him here by 5 o'clock, we'll put him on the couch in the garage. So Chris hung up the phone. Okay. Looked at his schedule. It was Meg Ryan at 4:30. Haircut. He's like, I can't take you, bro. I was like, okay. Defeated, walking out. And then he's like, hold on. Called Meg, canceled Meg Ryan, brought me to rehab. 2/24/04. I've been sober ever since that day.
Nice.
About 3 years later, Matthew Perry's sitting in the front row, and I'm telling my story from the podium, how I'm walking backwards from Hollywood. People are following me, and I dug through my shit to get crack because the cops pulled me over, and I swallowed crack, and I dug through my shit to get it. And he's on the floor, Matthew Perry, friends. I got him laughing his ass off. And I'm like, dude, this is rad. And then he finally got sober later on. And that's my story. 2/24/04 is my sobriety date.
That's a great fucking story, man. That's got to be one of the best stories on the podcast I've had.
Really?
We've had. Yeah, man, that's a great story.
That's dope.
That's a great story because that's beginning to end.
You know what the best part about all these stories is?
Yeah.
Is like specifically like just his story today, right? I didn't know any of this shit.
Yeah.
I don't really look into our guests before they come.
Yeah.
No.
I don't look deep because I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want it. We're not going to, if you notice, like you might go on other podcasts, right? And people call you.
Yeah.
They do it. They I mean, I do enough background to be like, okay, this person's not like crazy.
Right.
That's not true because
No, we've had a crazy guy before.
Yeah.
So anyways, I really enjoy that shit because like I didn't know any of that. Yeah. And that's fucking dope.
That's cool. You still talking to that same guy?
So, Chris, yes. I've gone on to do Matthew Perry's hair for years. I was doing his hair.
Good for you.
I not just to drop names.
No, of course we like name droppers.
Like, dude, my life
is filled.
Is insane, bro.
So
Chris Cornell,
really,
Rob Lowe, Jonah Hill.
Fuck me. How's Jonah looking?
Jonah's great.
God, I'm so happy he lost the weight.
We hang out.
I'm so happy he lost his weight like that, bro. Good for him.
He's probably one of the funniest guys.
Yeah, he is. I really like him.
He's hilarious.
When he was in that movie with the gun runner.
Yeah. What was? Oh yeah.
That was hilarious. That was good. All of his stuff is funny.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that movie. And we hang out. We surf. I go to his house.
Awesome.
He's got a baby, cutest little baby boy.
Oh damn!
And
good for you.
He's doing good. And yeah, that's my life. I get these calls like, "Can you go do Hugh Jackman in Miami?" I'm like, "Fuck,
that's fucking
kidding
awesome."
Me? Like
the Wolverine.
Yeah, traveled the world.
I like the Wolverine. You know, he's good.
Yeah.
You know, my first thought, selfishly,
what?
How do I get Jonah Hill on the? How do we get Jonah Hill on the podcast?
Yeah, that's always my issue.
He just got sober.
I'm the hairstylist.
He's sober.
Not the fucking
agent, he's sober
bro.
now. He lost weight.
Yeah.
He's really turned his whole fucking life around in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sober?
Yeah.
He's sober, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him. I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll tell him how great you guys are.
You know what we're doing? We're doing a thing because we're big on veterans.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what
we're talking about when
I'll tell you what we're trying to do. We're trying to get some people, like we have Natalie and some Rain superstars. We're trying to get them. Yeah. Stop veteran suicide. That's it. Nothing big. Just a quick 7-second blip saying stop veteran suicide. And we're going to compile 40 or 50 of those, and we're going to do an advertisement.
Yeah.
That's, things like that we're looking for too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy.
I'm not trying to ask for help.
No, I'm happy to help. It's just these guys get hit up all the time.
Of course, bro. Right?
Yeah, it's just
I know.
It's tough. But look, people who are in recovery are yes people, and so.
But we don't want to take advantage.
All I can do is in passing, I'll just
dude,
I did this podcast.
Yeah, and tell him check out the Hopeaholics and then see what he does.
Yeah.
Maybe
I looked at your shit and I was like, I'm in, and I don't say I'm in, and I'm like you, Chad, where I don't dig that deep. Like I looked at your shit about 20 minutes before I got here, and I heard you talk about your brother, your son-in-law, and I was like, okay, and then I saw Lamar Odom, I was like, okay, it's cool, and then I had no idea so much about what you do, but I really love your logo too. That's sick.
Thanks.
Sick, freaking.
A lot went behind that logo. We're about to change it actually.
I don't know how much it's gonna, how it's gonna change though, because we did add a third, right?
Yeah.
We have a third.
She's gonna go.
Are you artistic?
No, I am artistic, but not drawing wise.
But can you see it? Like you can,
I can vision it. Yeah. I'm so good at space.
Where we can add her and her hair.
Yeah. So, my first thing was in the middle.
Somebody said that.
And it was almost like a little James Bond where she's standing there with a gun, straight
actually,
up.
You know what? That would be pretty dope.
And pumps with pink hair.
Well, because she does dress like that.
Yeah. Pink hair in the middle, and she's in between you guys. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got for now.
All right.
But yeah, just a little pink. You gotta throw some pink.
Yeah, it's gonna have to have pink in it because that's her thing right now.
Guaranteed. Yeah. Plus, I'm gonna change my beard to pink. That's why I asked you if you do hair color.
Yeah,
because we would have done a big scene at your salon.
I actually got a guy. I could probably track him down that used to do that.
Do you bring him to your salon?
What, the people?
Guy?
No, people on the street.
No.
We want to dye his beard pink,
and we have Natalie, who's got a lot of views. So
I got the guy for you. There's this guy Huey that works with me who will dye the shit out of your shit, and it'll look amazing.
Okay, so we'll use his place when Natalie comes. We'll come to your place and do the cameras and everything.
Great, you'll love my shop too. It's big, open space.
Beautiful,
love it.
Beautiful,
fun. We like doing fun shit.
Yeah,
the more content we put out, the more our message gets out.
Yeah.
And the message is that like you can get sober and you can fucking truly live a life beyond your wildest dreams.
Beyond.
Like you weren't even sober yet. Your story is similar to Natalie's in a way. You were already doing hair.
Yeah.
You weren't sober yet. You wanted to get sober that day.
Stoned his first day he did. What's his name?
You wanted
Matthew
to get
Perry,
sober that day. You had sobriety.
Yeah.
Relapsed.
Yeah.
And then there you were.
Yeah, that was my moment. I seized the moment.
At the edge of greatness.
And
I knew I had so much more to offer myself and life. And I know a lot of people listening do. And, you know, it's so crazy how you can say a few things to touch people. And I wish I could channel that. My brain worked like that and had a formula like that guy did that showed up. I probably would have fucked this up if I had the formula. So there's bits, you know what I mean? But I did think like you, if you're listening, you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's tough if you're hooked on pills. Yeah. It's tough if you're on the streets hooked on fentanyl, but you can do it.
Yes.
I did it. You got to ask for help. You can't do it on your own. And you can direct message me and I'll help you. And it's the Men's Groomer on Instagram. Direct message me and we'll start the process. People have direct messaged me and I've sent daughters to rehab in Connecticut. I've sent people to Nashville rehab. Wow. I've sent people to Calabasas. I don't know these people. People will call me. Yes. I'll call them back on Instagram.
Yeah.
And this dude is like, yeah, you don't know, bro. It's more than the drugs. It's this. And I was like, no, it's the drugs. It's the drugs. He's like, yeah, but I got gangbanging. I'm like, put the drugs down. Stop hanging out with those people and everything will clear up. No. He had me wrapped up in his insanity for about 5 minutes. I was like, I'm exhausted, bro. When you're ready to fucking get sober, call me. You know what I mean? Because your problem is the drugs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can use that shit now. Because people try that, you know, when they're in the midst of their insanity, nothing better than to get you to buy into their insanity.
Right.
Like,
I ain't doing it.
I don't have time.
I'm not doing it.
I really don't have time.
No.
Like, do you want to get sober? I can help you.
Yeah. And you know what? I've had people hit me up and I'm a complete asshole because I'm telling them what they don't want to hear, but it's what they need to hear. And then a year later, they'll be like, you were right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, and they pull their shit together.
I wonder if I should start being a little bit of an asshole.
Fuck yeah. It's
aren't
tough love.
Aren't you a little bit of a dick most of the time, though?
I think I've been being a little bit kind in my direct messaging back and forth with some of these, because we get a shit ton too every day.
Yeah.
I just I'd be a little.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. But you know, it's a different game because are you calling he's more? I think it's a little different because they're calling the Hopeaholics. Yeah. So it could be we don't know I don't know. It's your call.
Yeah, I'm happy to jump in there. You can be the good cop. I'll be the bad cop.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me conference me in anytime.
The bottom line is you got to do what's best for them.
Right.
So if you think you're pussyfooting around and it's not the best for them,
right. No, I think sometimes I pussyfoot around.
Well, then be harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I like hearing that.
That's where that's the place I went through was the tough place, and we go after the disease. Fuck the person. Yeah. I'm after the disease.
Yeah.
Because the disease is what's killing them.
Yeah.
Because you know what, our disease is still active. Just because you and I are sitting here and we're sober, it doesn't mean that our disease isn't progressing. Yeah. And I've relapsed after having 10 years sober. I had 9 years sober, and I went out.
Yeah.
And people say you pick up right where you no I didn't.
Way worse.
It was way worse.
Yeah.
Way fucking worse. And I'll make it even more worse. I actually had money when I relapsed.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. So damn, dude, I'm like, this was a great fucking podcast, and I really enjoyed your story.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm stoked you guys had me to carry the message, and you guys are carrying the message, and the snowball will continue to grow. And
yeah, for sure.
Tap me in. You know, I'm gonna stay tapped in with you guys, and I'm down to help the veterans, and I'm down to do anything.
You have some female products. This is some female.
So this is for everybody. This is good. California born, and part of the proceeds goes to help get people off the streets and drugs and alcohol. I'm on the front line, so when you send money to some organizations, you never know where your money's going. I'm in charge of where this money's going. I meet people, I do a haircut, I look them in the eye, and I say, "Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired?" And if I feel that they want it, I fucking take them to rehab on the spot. And it's detox first for a week if they're on opiates, and if they're on coke, it's McDonald's and sleeping. You know, and they go straight to a sober living after that, and it's a year program.
Nice.
And and if anybody wants to offer scholarships for my people that I'm taking them in, I'll blast their sober living out, and I'll blast your rehab, and we'll do social media posts because we need more resources.
Yeah, we'll do that for you.
Yeah.
We have the Infinity Group. We have 6 different treatment centers. So we currently give away 4 scholarships a month.
Yeah.
So we'll give you one of the 4.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Will you guys show up to one of my haircuts and we'll take them together and you'll tell them in the video?
Absolutely.
Like I'll call you guys and we'll go meet this guy for round 2. Because a lot of the people I meet on the street, I don't take them right away because I want to see their willingness.
Yeah.
So I say, meet me back here tomorrow at 2:00.
Yeah.
And I'll be there at 2. And if they show up, then it shows a little bit of willingness.
Yes,
and
it
you'll
does.
show up with me.
Absolutely.
And we'll film it and we'll take them right there in the druggy buggy. We'll pick them up and scoop them off and we'll follow their journey.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
Stoked.
It's exciting.
Stoked.
Days of dirt.
Yeah, I think it's cool, and it's not easy putting together a hair product.
Yeah, well, when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, we'll just hit up China and they'll send us some shit. They sent me the worst stuff. I asked for a paste and they sent me like pomade. I was like, okay, so now I got to go make this. So I actually made it in San Bernardino and with a chemist, and they sent me some crap too. And I was like, less sticky, and then it was still sticky. And I was like, okay, make me something with no stick. And I became the chemist, and I took the no stick and the sticky, and I did 75-25. So all of these products are salon quality, color safe, sulfate free. This is the good stuff, and it's not salon prices. And the paste is amazing, and that Days of Dirt is innovative. There's no product out there like it. It's for curls, it's for waves, for beachy waves, and it's for guys trying to get that like slick that falls. Yeah. So like that look like you just got out of the ocean, you know, that Bradley Cooper greasy alcoholic, cool looking motherfucker look. That's what it's for.
Days of Dirt. I like it.
Yeah,
Good name, huh?
Yeah.
Styling hair cream adds texture, matte shine, and luster. Controls big, poofy, frizzy, unruly hair. And it's good for your beard, people.
Yeah, good for your butt beard.
CaliforniaBorn.com.
I got a detangler coming out this week. It's called Hang Loose Detangler.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it smells like coconut surf wax. And then I got a surf spray coming out. So the line's growing, and we're going to keep helping.
Awesome.
Super stoked.
Yeah, great
Thanks.
podcast.
Awesome.
Yeah,
thanks,
thanks,
guys.
man.
That was
Thanks.
fun.
Appreciate
Easy.
it, man. Real easy.
Yeah.